Okay. Could someone have an experience and attribute it to something that is not true or real?
It's a good question.
And what I'll do is I'll ask questions
Okay.
from a neutral perspective.
Yeah.
That helps us kind of explore how you arrived at this conclusion that you think is true
Cool.
and what supports your confidence that it's true.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I
Cool.
love this. This is
Let me get.
This is
You're
lovely.
okay if we record?
Yeah.
Cool.
for sure. Let me put my headphones away.
Cool.
I love watching these videos, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite ones that you like?
Let's see. I watch a lot of We Are Not Strangers, or what is it? It's like the We Are Not Really Strangers. You know what I'm talking about? They have like a card game. They interview a lot of people and ask for like secrets, or they ask for just like random stuff.
Oh,
I
cool.
think that's super interesting.
Is it a YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. And they have different social medias.
Gotcha. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
what's it called again?
Let me look it up. I think it's We Are Not Really Strangers.
I'll have to check that out because that
Yeah,
sounds
you
interesting
definitely
to me.
should. I usually cry with their YouTube videos.
Really?
Yeah, they're very touching. They're very touching.
Okay. They get kind of deep, huh?
Yeah, we're not really strangers. That's what it is. Yeah, they definitely
We're
do.
not really strangers?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Cool. So, did I explain what I was doing okay?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
So what I'll have you do is there's a pen and paper in that pocket.
Got it.
I'll have you write down a conclusion, a belief, an assessment, an assumption, a statement that you think is true about our shared world.
Okay.
Something that's meaningful, something that you think is true, and if it helps if you pick something that if you found out was not true, say tomorrow, it would change your behavior.
Okay.
So I'll have you write it down and keep it hidden from me.
Okay.
And I'll ask questions about how you got there without knowing what it is.
Okay.
And then at the end, if you want to reveal it, you can. You don't necessarily have to. The object is not for me to guess what it is.
Okay.
It's just so that I can keep my biases out of the questioning part.
Perfect. Got it.
Does that sound
Got
cool?
it. Okay, so write down a statement that I believe is true.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
And the more concise, the better.
Okay.
Like X is true. And keep it in like a positive form instead
Yeah.
of like something that's not true
Oh, yeah.
or that should be true. Something that is true, that
Okay.
you're convinced is true.
Got it.
What's your name?
I'm Emma.
Emma?
Yes, what's your name?
My name's David.
Lovely to meet you,
Great to
David.
meet you. EMMA.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'll give you a second.
Okay.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, I like the color of this pen.
Okay, cool.
It's very pretty.
I think it's Purple Day because for some reason I got
Yeah.
a purple pen too.
We have a theme.
Okay, and so Emma, so I assume you're a student here
Yes,
at UNC?
I am.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. I think that college is very much about how you treat it. And I think that wherever I would have gone, I would have been happy.
Uh-huh.
But I love Chapel Hill in general. I think obviously the weather's beautiful. I'm from Chicago, so
Oh, that's where
I
you're
love
from?
the warmth. Yeah, I am from
Okay.
Chicago.
It's starting to get a little chilly up there right now.
It is. It definitely is. I went back for fall break a few days ago, actually, and it was lovely to see everyone, but I was kind of like, I have to go back to the warmth.
Gotcha. Yeah. Have to go back to that beautiful weather.
Definitely. I think that a lot of people here are really friendly, and so it's really nice to be in a supportive environment, especially when I am just starting a new chapter of my life and trying to find people that I want to surround myself with and all that stuff, going through big
Cool.
life changes.
Sounds like you have a pretty positive attitude about
Yeah, I
this
try to.
step in your life.
Definitely try to. I think that's important.
Cool. Yeah, Chicago is one of the stops on the tour.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, talked to a couple of people in one of those parks by the lake there.
Yeah.
I can't remember which park it is, but yeah, it's a pretty cool place.
It
Parking, I think parking ended up being like $80 for
Oh,
half an
wow.
hour.
That's crazy.
So I didn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that either.
So yeah. But other than that, I mean, Chicago is a pretty cool place.
It is. It's one of my, I'm biased, but it's one of my favorite cities.
Okay.
I think that it has a lot, it's like a good balance of everything. Like you have really cool places, architecture, you have the lake, you have
Diverse.
cool people, diverse, you have like a big music scene, a big fashion scene, it's everything.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's talk about
Yeah.
your claim. The first thing I want to ask is when somebody says something is true,
hmm
how do you interpret that? What is your definition of true?
I feel as if someone says something is true, I don't necessarily see it as a fact because I think that everyone has their own truth and I think that everyone can see things differently and something can be real to you, but it might not be my experience.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to invalidate your experience, but I just like to acknowledge that we can have two different perspectives on something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say your idea of something true is somebody's perspective?
Yeah, I would. I guess it depends on context almost, because if we're looking at like historically something true, you can't really like argue with facts of something that actually happened, like a historical event. But if I am seeing it as more of like an opinion piece, such as something like this, I feel like it could definitely differ depending on the type of person, the background, how they were raised, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, something I've been kind of exploring lately is this idea of personal truth. And I'll tell you what I think about it, and then maybe you can kind of give me some feedback
Okay.
about what you think. So when somebody says my truth, what I am hearing when they say that is my opinion based on my experience.
Yeah, I definitely understand that, and I think that it's really important to view it as that when someone says my truth, because you need to acknowledge the fact that everyone's going to differ based on their own experiences, whether it be like negative or positive. Everything is important that happens to someone, and it shapes who they are as a person, which makes them see everything differently. And so when it comes to like conflict and stuff like that, it's just vital to look at different perspectives and acknowledge that they can differ, but both be valid.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's got their own perspective, their own experiences, and because it was their experience, that requires us to validate that as their experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could someone have an experience and attribute it to something that is not true or real?
It's a good question. I guess for me, it would also kind of depend on context and how they wish to view it as truth. If their own experience, I don't know, that's a good one. Can you rephrase that?
Let's say
Yeah.
let's say that I saw a ghost,
Okay.
and I tell you I saw a ghost,
Mm-hmm.
and it's my experience,
Right.
it's my truth, and it's my opinion that ghosts are real. Is that enough for you to be convinced that ghosts are real?
Honestly, I do believe in ghosts, but I feel like I would need a lot of reassurance in the matter.
Okay.
Because I would believe you that you believe that you saw the ghost,
Right.
but I don't know if I would truly believe that it was a ghost.
Is there something that you don't think is real?
No. I think that everyone perceives everything that they're experiencing as real because it's going to shape who they are fundamentally. I feel like even the smallest things can play a part in someone's life, and yeah, I don't think I see anything as not real. If it happens, I think it's real.
If it happens. Okay. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't.
Okay. Let's say I
Mhm.
saw Bigfoot,
Mhm.
and I'm telling you I saw Bigfoot.
Okay.
I experienced it. I saw it. It's my truth. It's my opinion based on my experience. Does that make Bigfoot real in our shared reality?
No, I don't think Bigfoot actually exists, but I think the phenomenon of Bigfoot does exist.
The
Where
idea of
the idea of it, yeah, I think concepts are always going to be real because if they're in cultures and they're talked about, how can they not be real? I mean, they're present and you can discuss them. There's a shared understanding. However, the material thing might not always exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you wrote down,
Hmm.
is that a claim about a personal opinion that you have, or is it a claim about our shared reality in terms of the way Bigfoot is not real in your mind?
I think it's more. I think it's universal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's true regardless of how somebody feels about it?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. And I think
Uh,
it's eternal.
eternal.
Yeah.
Okay. Eternal meaning like it lasts forever?
I
And it
think
has always lasted forever? Or okay.
I
Okay.
think it's inherent.
Okay. Um, on a confidence scale, 0 to 100, zero meaning no confidence, all doubt.
Okay.
100 is all confidence, no doubt. Where would you put yourself in your confidence that this conclusion is true?
100.
100? That's pretty high.
It's very high.
Yeah, you sound very confident. However, I'm not confident that this pen is going to last, so I think I'm going to change it. Okay, that's better. All right, 100. Does that mean that you cannot be wrong?
Yeah,
You can't be wrong about this.
I can't be wrong about this.
You're not.
Based on my experience, this is what I have taught myself to believe in and what I'm never going to give up on.
You'll never give up on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not. It doesn't. It sounds like you're not open to being wrong about this.
No.
Okay. Okay. Are you able to tell me the main reason that
Yeah.
supports your 100% confidence without giving away what the claim is?
Yes.
If you can't, that's okay. You
Yes.
can?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the main reason?
I see it in my everyday life. I see it in almost everyone that I meet. And even the most mundane experiences. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Yesterday I was talking to my friend and we were at a picnic table outside one of these residence halls and it was a beautiful day, but we were surrounded by trees. And so one of my friends said to him, "Oh, you have a mosquito on your hand." And instead of like hitting it, anything like that, he just brings it up and blows it away. Just very softly. He just blows it away. He didn't kill it. His instinct wasn't to hit it. He was just respecting it and saying it. Yeah.
Cared about life, compassionate,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. Okay. And so the main reason that supports your 100% confidence in your claim is that you see examples of this every day of your life,
Yes.
and that supports it.
Yes.
Okay. So would you consider that to be an observation? Like if we were to speak generally, observation is the main reason?
Observation, and I try to implement this in my life every day as well. So if I don't see it, I am it.
Okay. You are the main reason. Okay. Just having a conscious awareness experience is the main reason?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Why is that a good reason to be 100% confident in something?
Because it's my truth.
Well, you said that this was a universal truth, it's true for everyone,
Yes.
not just a personal truth.
Yes.
Are you still in that?
I still do think that it's universal because I believe that I could go anywhere in the world and experience this, no matter the language barriers, no matter anything like that. I think that it's a truth of action that you can observe anywhere, and you don't even have to put yourself in a situation to see it. You can purely observe it.
Okay. So we're back to like observation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Observation. Okay. Um, how does this affect your behavior?
It changes the way that I view others' actions towards me. Because I think that it's easy to jump to a conclusion or jump to an emotion without stepping in someone else's shoes, without seeing their viewpoint. And, maybe they had a bad day, maybe they have like past experiences that are parallel to what is happening currently that shape the way that they're going to treat you. And I think that you owe it to them to at least attempt to try and figure out where they're coming from to avoid any sort of miscommunication.
Okay.
And to just
So it causes you to be more accepting
yes.
of other people's behavior towards you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um, can someone observe something and it not be real, true? Kind of like what we were talking about with like Bigfoot and stuff?
Yeah, I think that there can be sort of false representations of this that can be for a sort of agenda or to get something out of someone, but it isn't the true meaning of what this word is.
Okay.
It's kind of like a false facade of it.
So are you saying that somebody could use this reason,
Mm-hmm.
observation, and arrive at a false conclusion?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 100% confident in something that you're using a main reason that could be used to arrive at a false conclusion.
I guess so. I mean, this word inherently, when it can be perceived as something else, but that isn't the actual meaning of it. Like something else can look like this, but not be it. But when this is truly represented, it is 100% true.
Okay. And the main reason is observation.
Yes.
And observation could be used to arrive at a false conclusion.
It could.
Okay. And you cannot be wrong about it.
I can't be wrong.
You doing okay on time so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way to test? Is there a way to test this to see if it's true?
I think that you need to be trusting when it comes to this. I think that you need to be a good judge of character because it's hard to 100% know where someone's motives, I guess, when it comes to this. But
Trust?
yes,
Why is trust a good test?
because trust it plays into the belief of it, like you said, the truth or not. And so it, I guess, plays into the universal aspect of if it's just for the sake of being inherently what it is, or if it's just more of a facade and a personal truth that can be the perceived as this, but not truly it, if that makes sense. It's a little confusing trying to beat around it.
How does trusting something affect whether it's real or not?
Because if you don't think that someone let me try to phrase this.
Yeah, while this is going by, think about it,
Okay.
and then when it goes away, you can let me know.
Okay. when it comes to trust, I feel as if when you see this and you have no other perceptions of the person that it's coming from, you need to be able to trust them to know if it's inherent or not, or if it is real or not. Because there's no doubt in my mind that this is true somewhere at some point always, but maybe not in every single observation of what it looks like.
Okay.
Because for me, this is all about intent.
Intent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is your main reason or the test that we could perform 100% reliable?
No, definitely not. I think that trust varies person to person, and everyone, once again, based on their previous experiences and how they were brought up and all of that stuff, is either like drawn to trust easier or maybe a little bit harder to find trust, and that can kind of skew how they view this.
Okay. Is there a way to tell if this was not true?
I don't think it can be definite.
Okay.
I don't believe it can be definite.
And there's nothing that would lower your confidence. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you're 100% confident.
Mm-hmm.
And you're using reasons that are not 100% reliable. You're using a test that's not 100% reliable. And there's no way to tell if you were wrong.
I suppose.
Okay. That was great. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't.
Okay. Cool. Do you want to reveal what your conclusion
Yeah.
is?
It's really coming down. Do you have something in mind?
Kindness is true.
Kindness is true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about kindness is true?
I think that kindness is always going to exist. I think that kindness is a fundamental trait that you see because people don't always do things for themselves. I mean, you look at my mom, for example, one of the kindest people that I know, and she's brought me up that way, and seeing the way that she's compassionate and she adheres to others when it's not so fit for herself. I think it just shows the true meaning of kindness and how important it is.
Okay. Cool. Anything else you want to say about kindness or?
Just be kind.
Okay.
That's my message.
Nice.